Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And thank you for watching. You know, I am here just with one single mission to help you see possibilities. I am Manuela Izunwa, and it's my pleasure to host you not just today, but for years to come on everything that we can do to make sure we get to that place where we see possibilities. Over the years, I have seen lives lose essence. I've seen eyes quench of their light. I have seen people lose passion. I've seen people lose focus. I've seen people begin to live life just as the days come because they lost something. Something so important, something so crucial, something that would determine how their lives and destinies turn out to be. They got lost. And because of that, life wasn't as full as they wanted it to be anymore. I don't know whether you are one of those people who had dreams, who had aspirations, who just wanted to be great. Maybe you're one of those people whose imagination used to go wild. Whenever they close their eyes, they see greatness, awesomeness, power, influence. And then reality gave a dirty slap on the face and they went blind. Are you one of those people? Or are you on the other side? One of those who darkness has covered your face for so long. You've never even had the peak of a glimpse of anything good. To all your days, you've had no ambition, no aspirations, no dreams. Are you one of those? I'm here to tell you that whatever side you fall, your change has come. From now on, by the grace of God, you will begin to see possibilities in Jesus' name. Now, what are possibilities? Possibilities are those things that could happen. Things that there is a chance of happening. It's not like they are cast in stone. It's not that they have already been created. It's not like you already know for sure. But somehow inside you, you just have that hope that it could be. It could be. Possibilities are those pantings of your heart. They are those things that somewhere in that realm where nothing could go wrong and nothing could fail and nothing could be impossible, in that realm, you have captured a dream and you just hold on to it. Those are possibilities. Possibilities are those things that they are there in the future and something drags you from inside and just tells you that, look, if you could take these steps, you could actually get to enjoy those things you're dreaming about. Possibilities, even though they are invisible, even though they are futuristic, they can be as real as you want them to be if you believe. So today, can you begin to think again about what the possibilities are in your life? Of those things that could be. They could be. Actually. Because you know why I'm stressing on this? Because there are many things that may never be. There are many voices that could be telling you that some things will never be. But I don't know what gives those voices the authority to speak. But I know that with faith, with belief, with God, anything can be. Anything can be. So please, I want you to get to that place where you're ready for change. You're ready for something new. You're ready to go the journey into the possibilities that lie ahead for you. So, I want you to know that your world, the world you live in, I'm not talking of planet Earth, but I'm talking of the space of your existence, will either grow big or shrink to be small based on how you see and what possibilities you capture ahead of you. Your world will either be enjoyable or frustrating, depending on your outlook on life. Your world will either be a blessing or a curse, depending on how you choose to see or not see possibilities. So I want to share with you quickly 3 curses. And now I don't mean the jinx, I don't mean the demonic projection, I don't mean witchcraft. I just mean the 3 bad things that come into a person's life as a result of having impossibility mindset, as having the thinking and the thoughts that, look, it will not work. I want you to understand that that outlook is not one that can take you on a destiny journey of fruitfulness and strength and growth. So what are those curses? What are those things? The first one is that feeling of being inadequate. Is of feeling like you were cheated from the very beginning. From the very beginning. You just feel that you came out on this earth with the bad end of the stick. So you don't see anything good in you. You just feel that you are never ever good enough. You look at your skill sets, you just feel that you're not going to make it. You just look at your total makeup and you just feel, I am not good enough. If it were better, if God had made me taller, if he had made me fairer, if he had made me of a different race, if he had put me into a different family, if peradventure maybe he gave me the skills to be good in science, and maybe he just gave me the skills to be a great architect. You know, you're just looking at the things you don't have. The impossibility mindset is a mindset that is opposite the possibilities ones. It looks always at the things that are lacking, and it's a curse. It's a curse for you to get up every day and always feel that you are not enough. It's a curse to get up and feel that from the foundations of life you were cheated. You were cheated. To feel like God made it better for others. God made life better for them. But for you, he just made sure that it was going to be difficult. That would be a frustrating way to live. But you know, there are people who live that way. There are people who wake up every day and they feel that everything about their lives does not hold the answer, the potential, the capacity to make their lives relevant. It's a curse. It is a curse. And if that's how you've been thinking, today I pray that curse will break over you. The next thing is having a mindset of an antagonistic environment, a world that is full of roadblocks and dead ends. There are some people who feel that the world hates them. There are some people who feel that every time they go to do anything, everything around them will work against them. There are people who all their life they have seen every situation as things that were set up to make sure that they fail. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible to live in a way that as you wake up in the morning, you're stepping out, as you're leaving your door, you know that if you feel, not that you know, you feel that that door that closed against you was closing you out to a world that hates you, that is going to oppose you, that's going to frustrate you. And as you go on your journey, everything you do just is as if the enemy is at work against you. You know what? I read a story, a book. It wasn't even the book, just the introduction. I just bought the book yesterday, so I haven't started reading it now. But the man he described something that he was going through. I think he's a sportsman, and he was going to climb up a mountain. And he noticed that with every step that he took, there was a shaking. He noticed that the rocks around him will crumble, and as it gets higher, it gets steeper and more difficult to climb. And all that was working in his head was that, look, this mountain is going to frustrate you. This mountain is not going to let you get to the top. You're not going to get to the zenith. You're not going to reach the peak. And he felt that the mountain was trying to push him off. But you know what? Something changed in his thinking. I don't know what happened. I'll get to know that. And when I read it, I promise you I'm going to share it with you. That thought came and said, why don't you think that those places that are shaking and crumbling is a mountain telling you that, look, it will not be safe for you to put your weight here? Why don't you think that those places that are steep are the places the mountain is telling you that you could stretch further? And do you know what? As he began to think that way, the mountain that he felt was his enemy began to look like his friend. I want you to understand that the world is not your enemy. The difficulties you face, those challenges, those roadblocks, those obstacles, they are not to bring you down or to hold you back. Rather, they are there to help you muster more strength and energy to go and do more. You can't live and flourish thinking that the world hates you. You can't. I'm not talking of that world. Those of you who are Christians, you know what I'm talking about. That world actually hates you. But I mean the environment where God has put you. He has put you there to flourish. He has put you there to prosper. Ignore those voices that say you will fail. And that brings me to the third one. And it is the overbearing opposition mindset. That mindset that makes you feel that You are always under attack. I know that there are many people who feel that way just because they have faced difficulties and they have stories of failures, repeated failures, and so on. But there are other people who go a step further to feel that Satan himself is against them. Now, I'm not here to tell you that Satan is not fighting. Satan is hell-bent on making sure that you do not get to fulfill your destiny. He has sworn, and he's doing all that he can do to make sure that you fail. I agree. But his best efforts, everything he puts together, all of them, mix them, join them, make them one mega thing, they cannot hit you down. You know why? Jesus said, I have overcome. And he overcame because of us. So, those of you who sit down and you just think, oh, Satan is blocking me, Satan is fighting me, Satan is doing this, demons are doing that, you are in a place where you are cursed. Cursed not just because it's working, but cursed because you are empowering that wicked thought to work in your life. So those are the three curses of having the impossibility mindset. And those curses, I pray, as we go through our journeys, discussions, readings, and whatever things we're going to do, we will get to the point of breaking them out. So, this is our first day. I can't leave you just like that. There's something I want to read to you, a quote that made a lot of sense to me. And it's by James Allen. He said, you are today where your thoughts have brought you. You are today, wherever you are right now, today, now. Where you are now is where your thoughts have brought you to. Alright? And then he says, you will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. Just for you to understand why I said see possibilities, I want to bring you to that place where you will take responsibility. It's your choice to see or not to see. It is your choice to close or to open your eyes. It's your choice to see possibilities. And if you can take that responsibility, and if you can take the journey of changing your mindset, if you can break out of the chains and the curses that have held you back before now, I want to promise you, you will see possibilities and the world will open up to you to become anything and anyone God has made you to be. Thank you. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. And thank you for making a decision to take this journey. God bless you.